You're touching God's prophet in your heart, and people are sitting around. Is it I? Is it I? Am I? This is very, very cult-like. It's demonic. It's witchcraft. It's yeah. So I'm just going to go to this next one because I got to get inside. It's hot.
Spewing out things against God's anointed and intending to do the prophets harm. So it goes to show you, if he says, touch not my anointed and do my prophets no harm, that means when you find yourself in a position of touching God's anointed, you are capable of doing harm to the prophets. And it brings famine upon your life. Famine in your finances. Famine in your homes. Famine in your life. You need to watch it during this time.
Boy, if that isn't a warning, it's a warning. Ooh, touch the prophet, ask a question, try to use some discernment. You may experience famine in your life, famine in your finances. See, let me just say this and get this cat out of the bag. I think I got 2 more of these and we can wrap this up. See, one of the things that's going on here is Christa and company are attempting to be preemptive. They know that Dallas and Andrea have left. They know that at some point Dallas and Andrea are going to speak up and the truth is going to get out. And so she, among other things, is trying to put fear and use witchcraft to do so, to scare anybody that might want to speak up, anybody that might want to hear what Dallas has to say, Andrea has to say, or any other whistleblowers. By the way, we're going to make a huge announcement tomorrow night. So that is what is going on. There's an attempt to frighten people that your famine, I could dry up your money, dry up your finances, dry up whatever. That is what's going on. Now, I've got at least one other clip. I want to play this.
Touch not mine anointed, and do my prophets no harm, for famine awaits you. Don't be 5 years down the road and wonder why your life is so bare.
See, she doesn't want anybody asking any questions. She doesn't want people to find out that she lives in a home that her parents paid $470,000 cash for in Blount County. It's the only property out of the $21 million worth of property, by the way, that we could find that they put in their own name. I'm not sure the rationale behind that, but that's where she lives. So she is and it's a neat place way out in the country, okay? It's like a good old boys, heaven spot, okay? But she doesn't want anybody to know about that. She doesn't want anybody to know that the second property that the Bullocks bought in 2021, first they bought the Brake Street property, but the second property in September of 2021 is the home that her sister lives in. It's a nice place in a really nice subdivision owned by Church International. And see, she doesn't want people to realize that, wait a second, all the Bullock children and the Bullocks, they all have tons of money and live in these big church-owned houses. But other people that work just as hard for the church, for the ministry, do they live in houses like that? I don't think so. But she doesn't want anybody to know that. She doesn't want anybody to know that in 2022, that in November, that Robin Bullock plopped down $2 million for the first half of the airport property out there in Blount County, but a year later plopped down another $3 million to round out the whole 600 acres. And at 600 acres, it's never been used to preach the gospel. They don't house any homeless or feed the naked or help the widows. It's just a place where they parked a ton of cash. She doesn't want anybody to know that on August 1st, 2024, that $2,950,000 was spent on about a 250-acre farm on Highway 9, Blount County again, Really nice farmhouse, really nice lake, and a big old wraparound lane. I mean, very, very, very picturesque. But again, has nothing to do with preaching the gospel. It has a lot to do with what she does, which is raise money at the end of all these services. But see, she doesn't want anybody asking questions. And so she's threatening, she's cursing. This is the killer Christa curse, that if you threaten, or that if you question, famine's coming your way,
and you don't have anything, if you just continue to choose to just continue to run your mouth against anointed people of God.
I got to stop right there. Against anointed people of God. See, she doesn't want anybody to, she wants people to think that there's people and there's anointed people of God. She doesn't want people to know the truth, that God's people are anointed, and that Robin Bullock doesn't have some anointing from God that somebody else doesn't have. There aren't special anointings and hierarchies of anointings, but they are so steeped in that, plus a whole lot of other stuff. I don't know if I've got another clip, but I think maybe.
Hush. If you don't agree with them, just don't say anything. Just hush. I'm talking. This is a word to all of us.
I think I can stop right there, because this is kind of an Amanda Graceism when she's hanging out with Paula White at the White House, or Paula White's people. It's like, well, you can pray for them. You don't have to agree. This ain't about agreeing, Christa. This ain't about agreeing. It's you are preaching a demonically inspired false doctrine. You've got up there and are trying to tell people that Satan is talking in Psalm 8. You guys get up there and talk about God's underground workshop and all of these kind of things. So this isn't about agreeing or not agreeing on a finer point. You are preaching and teaching cultish doctrines of devils. And yes, we're going to speak up and we're going to call it out. And people are saying the truth. And along the way of saying these doctrinal things, they're saying, what in the world is going on with the financial dealings of Church International? And this is a very, very big deal. So I think I've made my point, y'all. If you'd like to support the program, we really appreciate it. Thank you so much, y'all. Thank you for your support. PayPal, bank card. We get a really good rate on bank cards, and people, we just really, really appreciate it, y'all. Zelle, we don't get an email. Not able to send you a thank you by email, but we certainly appreciate it. And my goodness, our snail mail, I get some of the most heart-touching letters. Ohio for Freedom, P.O. Box 344. So, folks, I hope you have a wonderful weekend. You probably see me one more time, Friday or Saturday, brief. There's a topic that we didn't get to this week that we intended to get to, but Jason and company kind of interrupted our workflow, if you know what I'm saying. But I want to remind you, on the 5th, on Sunday night, the festivities are over. The fireworks are over. The pigging out around the grill or whatever you do, that's over. And we're looking forward to a kind of a normal week. And that week begins with Ohio for Freedom, probably at 7 o'clock Eastern. And I will be joined by Dallas and Andrea Eubanks, who have newly escaped the cult confines of Robin Bullock's Church International. And it's going to be explosive, y'all. So until next time, God bless you. God bless your family. God bless the state of Ohio, the United States of America. Happy 4th of July. Lord, be gracious to our nation. And we send our greetings to our friends around the world. Good night, y'all.